Good morning, guys. I just wanted to take you on the first garden tour. It is, hold on, I don't even know what day it is. It's the 23rd of May, and I've almost got everything planted. We've got some straw over here that we still have to put on some of the raised beds for mulch, just to make my life a little bit easier for weed pressure and for watering. So I'm going to start you guys right here in the center of the garden. This is where my 2 Bathsheba roses are that Trinity bought me for Mother's Day and for my birthday. So I'm excited for that to climb up here this year, and I think last year it got about right here, so I'm excited to see if it gets bigger than that this year. So I'm just gonna okay, so in this bed there's the David Austin Bathsheba rose, and this is a wild rose that I picked up. I didn't pick it up, I dug it up from, we've got an asparagus bed back here, and instead of just keep mowing it over, I thought, why not why not dig it up and put it in the garden and see if it would do something. So that's what we're doing. Okay. This is our second strawberry bed, and we have ready?
No.
Okay, so this is the second bed of strawberries. We have 3 of them. So we're trying to work on succession planting those because they die out after about 4 or 5 years, and then you need to start all over. So we're trying to, well, I'd like to have this whole row, let's see, it'd be 6 strawberry beds. That way we have enough strawberries to maybe do something with, but we need to keep changing them every couple years so that they stay fresh. So we come back here. There is milkweed that Ella thought would be fun to plant one year, and it just keeps coming back like crazy. We have an apple gourd that Evelyn and I painted. She thought that was really cute, so that's out here. And this is kind of just like an extra perennial bed that I have extra stuff in. So I have a salvia that needs to go out. I've got some Stelladoro daylilies that need to go out, dianthus, delphinium, and Shasta daisies that are ready for the landscaping garden, but I haven't got to that yet, so oh well. There's a vine that's growing over here, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't remember what was over here last year, so I'm just gonna let it grow and we'll see what it is and if it does anything. So come back over here. And in this bed we have sunflowers on each corner. Those were Evelyn's sunflowers, if you guys remember that. We have tomatoes. I believe these are purple TP beans in here. And then I have peppers and onions down here. And so obviously some of these beds haven't gotten mulched yet. I have tomatoes, nasturtiums, obviously the sunflowers again, and some peppers here. So we're going to try and get that mulched today and get our cucumbers in the ground. So we have that. I guess we'll come over here. Trinity? I have Trinity helping me on the camera today so that
Hello.
I didn't have to hold it the whole time. Oh, I also have, the peas are coming up. I've got some sugar bun.
Oh, they are.
Peas coming up on each side of this trellis. These right here. So then again we have tomatoes, nasturtiums, onions, a pepper so before I decided to sell everything and decided that it was going to be available for people to come, I planted a pepper and a tomato out in my garden to make sure that they were hardened off enough that I wouldn't have to worry about anybody buying anything and then being unhappy with it. So I had 1 tomato and 1 pepper that died because they were not hardened off enough, and these 2 are the surviving ones. So then I knew that it was okay to sell them to other people and that they wouldn't be disappointed. Then I have more onions back here. So since this cattle panel is in the middle, that gave me some extra room over here to put some onions that I had that were just extra. And then on this trellis, there's apple gourds. Chris really wanted some more apple gourds, so we've got 2 more over on this side, and then here is one of the 3 raspberry beds. It's doing really good. There is another raspberry bed here, and hopefully we're gonna get a loofah gourd to come up there. Over here for this trellis, we have luxury pie pumpkins that are hopefully going to emerge any day. This is a whole bed of garlic that I saved from last year's garden and planted. I want to say I planted in October, so this will be ready to harvest this summer. We have another bed of raspberries, and I think, oh, on this side we have 2 watermelons. We have Lemon Drop and Royal Golden that are going to hopefully come up pretty soon. So those will crawl up here, and they're both a yellow watermelon, which we haven't done before, so that'll be fun. Oh, we do have, there's a honey nut squash trying to fight its way through the raspberries here, so hopefully that'll make it up the trellis and not get bullied. Here is the 3rd bed of strawberries. These are Charlottes, and we just planted these this year. We just got them, so this is our last bed of them for this year. Let's see. Okay, we've got, this is all onions over here. These are Spanish sweet onions. Over here we have cabbage and pansies and onions, all just intermingled. And voles. We have voles over here. This bed still needs to be planted. This has some miscellaneous weeds, and I think there might be some status. Here's a snapdragon that's trying to come back. Well, there's several of them, but that's all going to get pulled, and I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. But this bed is half planted. We have some stevia. Here's a weed. We have some stevia, and then we have 2 different kinds of basil in here. Now we're ready for, oh, here's a little piece of this rose bush that popped off, and I just planted it. We'll see if it does anything. And then here is, I'm not sure if it's going to be zucchini or what was in this bed last year, but one of the seeds came up, so I thought I'll let it go and we'll see what it does. Okay, so on this side of the entrance, we have the other Bathsheba rose. We have some parsley, we have some thyme in there, and there's a rosemary plant. We have some echinacea, some cilantro. I want to say this is oregano, but I don't remember, but it stayed.
That is oregano for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, it smells good. You smell it.
Oh my goodness. It smells
yummy.
like pizza sauce.
So that's that bed. And then this is our 3rd year strawberries. And they're doing really great. They've got lots of little berries, so hopefully those will be delicious this year. And Evelyn probably won't let anybody else have them. Here is
What will we fight for them then?
a bed of ranunculus. These are the ones that I picked out that I planted early that I wanted to keep for myself. The other ones I had for sale, and these are all doing great. They've all got more and more buds that are coming on. But look at that, look how pretty that is. There's that one. This one just bloomed yesterday. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I can't believe that there were not very many people who bought them, and it just blew my mind because I think they are so gorgeous. And if I can keep Evelyn from pulling the petals, that's always a plus. But look at this one's got like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 blooms on it. That's crazy. And then I put a hollyhock in each corner. So those are going to be the double majorette champagne hollyhocks. And this is Trinity's grape that she wanted. It's a Freedom, I think is what it, no, Fredonia. I probably butchered that, but it's a black grape. So
Start a vineyard.
I don't think so. So that's what's growing over here. Oh, and I have these are morning glories that reseeded from last year, and I'm just gonna let them go because they were amazing last year. This whole trellis, like, you could barely walk under it. It was so thick of just these big, beautiful, like fuchsia pink morning glories. So I'm not mad that they're coming back. Oh, I guess over, see, there's some more. Oh no, these are pinto beans over here. I got a couple coming up over here, and then we'll go through that bed in a minute. Over here, we've got more sunflowers, tomatoes. These are jade beans down the middle here, and then we have more peppers and onions. We don't have anything planted in the ends of this bed yet. Over here is snail vine in this bed, and if you guys have not tried snail vine, it's really, really hard to get going. You heard me talk about it before in the greenhouse, but it is amazing. So this will cover this trellis, and it'll have these beautiful little corkscrews on it that look like snails, but it's the most beautiful scent I've ever smelled. It's kind of like a lilac, but even more amazing. It's really beautiful. So there's 2 on this side, and there's 2 on that side too. So we'll have them growing over. I still have room to put something along this side. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I just bring my seeds out and just kind of sprinkle them wherever. We have more tomatoes, more sunflowers, more nasturtiums, more peppers. Let's see what else is. Oh, over here we planted Jack B. Little pumpkins. You can see that one's trying to come up, but something was digging at it, so we're gonna just cover that back up. Okay. And then let's see. This one's not planted yet on the end, but we have more sunflowers, more tomatoes, more peppers, more nasturtiums. And let's see. This was calendula, and I do have some of the pink surprise down here, but then I planted light red kidney beans in here, and my dog is obsessed with digging them up. This may be the only one that remains. Oh no, that's a calendula from last year. So I don't know what's going to happen with this bed, but she really enjoyed digging in it for some reason. She's not doesn't usually do that. There's more onions. You can tell I really like onions and garlic and tomatoes and peppers. And then we have cabbage and peas and lettuce in this one. So this is our experimental potato bed. I've never grown potatoes like this before, but my neighbor kind of sold me on it this year. So it's the Ruth Stout method, I believe, if I've got that right, where you just keep kind of covering them with straw. You can see I need to put some more on. I've got some popping out, but I don't know, I've never done it like this before. I've always just planted them. They come up, they die back, no big deal. So we're gonna see how this works this year. I'll let you guys know. We have some butterfly peas in here and over here on this side as well. So these will make it up the trellis. This one is still not completely planted. There's pink celery in this one, and then there's cumin over here. But look at how pretty this pink celery is. Like, nobody in our house even really likes celery that much besides Trinity, but it's just so pretty. Like, how can you not plant it? So then this is a bed of the ranunculus that nobody bought. So these are all salmon. Yeah, salmon ranunculus that I planted, and because I wanted to save the corms. I didn't want them to go to waste. So I made room for those in here. This is all dill for pickles this year. We're gonna try and use fresh dill instead of just packaged.
9%.
Okay. This is a bed of the lipstick ranunculus that didn't sell. So I just needed to get them rooted in so that I could save those corms and try next year or keep them. This is, so I planted all my tomatoes and I was like, okay, I held back this year. I didn't plant as many as I normally would. But then I was like, where are my Paul Robeson tomatoes? I can't find them anywhere. Well, as I was watering one day in the high tunnel, I found them. So I had to plant these over here. So normally they would be on a trellis, but these are gonna go this way this year. I have white polar bear zinnias. This is a queen lime mix. And this is lemon peachy zinnia. So there's also some weeds in there, but we won't pay attention to those right now. So that's gonna be a whole zinnia bed. So those will be beautiful to cut. And then over here we have carnations that weren't selling and they needed to be planted too. So they found a home right here and I'll enjoy cutting them. And then we have eggplant right here. So that's it, you guys. I'm gonna come over here, Jenny. So that is the first garden tour. So I've got my table and chairs over here. I'm trying to remember to sit down and relax and enjoy my garden this year instead of just being so busy. But it hasn't really worked with the greenhouse and the high tunnel and a toddler and a softball player and a working teenager, and it's just,
I'm an independent woman.
I haven't gotten much time to sit, but I'm gonna work on it. And then also these are the blueberries back here, I guess. So, all right guys, that's the first garden tour. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment. I'll talk to you later. Bye.